Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so this is the practical for tomorrow. I don't even know why I'm laughing. So I call it a quick weekend bag. Actually, I'm making this for myself, so I want it to be very big. So what you do is that the material, I want you to understand that this bag, you can make any size you like. This material is 19 inches. I fold it into two, 19 inches wide though. I fold into two. I now measure it. It's now 39 inches long. So I'll just cut it exact equal to this gele be headgear material. So I'll just this place I'm measuring now is 19 inches wide. 19 inches wide. So I'll measure the length. The length is 39 inches. I remember I fold it into two, so I'm just going to cut two panel. Each panel come as 19 inches by 39 inches. I hope you understand what I'm saying. 19 inches by 39 inches. Those are the two panels we just need for the bag. So I'm going to cut the handle. The handle will measure 30 inches and I will cut two. So I don't even want to waste the material at all because I want the bag to be a bit big. I want to be putting my sewing equipment inside, so I want it to be big. I have so many things on the floor that I have to remove from the floor. So I measured the belt handle 40 inches and I'm using my 1 inch belt, though I'm supposed to use wide belt, but I don't have it presently and I need the bag urgently. So I measure 30 inches each for each handle. So this is all you need for this bag, and your zip. And your zip will be as long as the longest side of the bag, which is 39 inches. You just add like 2 inches. That's 41 inches long. So you'll be needing like 1.5 yard for this. And for the belt, you'll be needing like, let's say 2 yards. Since a yard is 36 inches and we need 30 inches, let's just say 2 yards. So this is where we are going to sew our quick weekend bag, and the material was measured 19 inches by 39 inches. I have this sego gele which is very long, which is 19 inches wide, and I just cut it into two and it measured 19 inches by 39 inches in two places. So the longest side, which is 39 inches, is where I'm fixing the zip, and before I fixed it I left some space at the top. I left some space at the top of the zip. That is, I have excess zip before sewing. Then when I get to the last stage down, I will also leave little before I cut off the the leftover of the zip. So that's the excess. I said you should leave an extra inch. It's just for it to make it easy when you are facing your zipper. Now separate the zipper. After separating the zipper, you notch the middle. Then you take this other side, the place that is measured 19 inches, notch the middle. That's where you place on the midpoint of the zipper. So notch the midpoint of the 19 inches of the second panel, which I just did. Do the same thing to the midpoint of the zipper you separated. So you just pin it down. But I realized that this place is not as neat as the other side. The other side was cut with a zigzag scissors, so this side was cut with normal scissors, so it's frayed. So I've decided to fold it in, and I've done that. After sewing it, I now came back to place it on it, and make sure you are still placing it on the midpoint. So pin it down and sew the zip around, and remember to stop where when you are getting to the end. Don't stop at the end of the zipper. Leave at least 1 inch or 1.5 inch before before sewing and after sewing at both ends. So This is how you sew it. I first of all sew this side, that's the 19 inches side, to the other side. Then I'll come back and sew the corner of the side. So I'm already at the corner now. And you see, I'm not going to sew it to the end of the zipper. I'll leave small space like 1.5 or 1 inch at the tip, so that it will make it easy for me to fix my zipper. So you see what I left? You see what I left there? So you should do the same to make it easier for you to fix your zipper. No, I'm now coming to the first corner I left and come and sew it down. So I'm just going to start from where I started from the other time and take it down. So if you have watched the lunch bag, you see it's exactly the same method used in sewing that lunch bag. The only difference is that we're going to sew this one inside and the lunch bag was sewn outside. I mean the first lunch bag. It's exactly the same method. You see, I'm going to leave small space. You know, I always do this in all my bags. You leave small space on the zip that will make it easy for you to fix your zip runner, or zip teeth, or zip head, whichever you choose to call it. So what I'm going to do now is I'll connect the two panels together. The one that run through the longest part will go down. Then I'll place, after fixing your zipper, just have to fix the handle. You can decide to separate the zipper and fix the handle and do your measurements, but I decided to do it this way to fix the handle to pin the handle before I remove the zipper to sew the handle. So I'll just take measurements of the midpoints and so on and pin the handle down, and make sure the zip is at the middle so that I'll get both midpoints very well. So we're going to be working on the longest side, which is 39 inches first. So you measure 5 inches from the midpoints of the zipper downward. Then either from there or from the midpoints, you measure 5 inches from both sides. That's the midpoint, 5 inches from that place to the right and 5 inches to the left. So trace it down. Trace that 5 inches with 5 inches downward. That's what you fix the handle. The same thing to the other side. Trace 5 inches downward. Where it stops is where you fix your handle. So let's just go ahead and pin the handle of the front panel. Then now we'll go to the cover panel, the panel that make the bottom, the back and the cover after fixing the front panel. So we are trying to fix the front handle. We'll just pin it down. So this is the back handle, and the longest part, what I mean is that the part that came from the bottom to the back and to the top, we are going to measure 15 inches. That's 15 inches from the midpoint downward. You measure 15 inches, you mark it. So where you stop at that 15 inches to make your work easier, where you mark that 15 inches, from there to both sides, you measure 5 inches apart to both sides before placing your handle. So from that point of 15 inches, I'm going to measure 5 inches to the right and also come back to that point of 15 inches and measure 5 inches to the left. So the mark from what I just got is where I'll place the back handle. If you don't understand, ask your question. I'll use paper to demonstrate it. The next thing to do now is to remove the zipper to separate the two panel so that it will be easy for you to fix the handle. So after we measured out the hand and pin it down, we separated it and we fixed the handle. Now we'll fix the zip back and the two zipper from both sides, and they meet at the midpoint. Then the next thing is to turn the inside out. So after turning the inside out, you start folding it together, and so that's what I'm just going to do now. I just bring starting from the zipper. That will direct you on all the way to sew it, and you're going to get something like a box. The bag is so beautiful. If you see how many things it contains, my belt, my leather, my leftover leather, my wool bag, everything. It contains everything that I have on the floor that I need to remove from the floor. I just want that place to be organized. That's why I sew it. And it's beautiful. I already saw people complimenting about the bag. It's so beautiful. It's not only beautiful, it's spacious. It's spacious as well. And looks so simple. It's something that you can sew within how many minutes. Just be sewing along the edges, bringing the edges together. It will keep giving you the shape. And remember, when you are turning corners, you leave your needle inside, raise the presser foot so that it will be easy for you to turn corners. So just keep sewing the edges, the two edges together. It will just be turning it for you, giving you the shape. This bag, very simple. I have it before. I have it already. I just feel like, what will I do with this gele here? And I want to use it judiciously. So I didn't even cut handle from it. I use belt. I use red belt. I wanted to use black belt before. I realized I even have red belt. Let me use matching things for at least for the first time. So I use red belt. Though I still use my normal black thread. I have red thread, even big red thread. I just feel like using black thread. So you keep joining the edges to edge, the two edges together. Finally we are at where we started from. At the other side of where we started from, and you have to reverse, like the double stitch so that that place will be secured. The zip will not be able to get out. So we're just done. So the next thing, just turn your bag out and your bag is ready. You can see this bag is very easy. Have tried this bag. You will love making bags like this. Very fast and very, you can make big, you can make it small. I've told you, just make sure the two panels are the same measurement. That's just what you need. You are good to go. And you can use anything. You can use Ankara, you can use jute. I don't know if you know jute, the one like akpo cocoa, like this bag that they used to bag cocoa. So jute, you can use jute, the foreign one or the local one. You can use jean, you can use chinos, you can use leather. In fact, anything can make bag. You can even use used rice bag, empty bag, a rice bag. You can use it. Just make this design, try and practice it. You will like the outcome. It's not difficult at all. It's not difficult. Very easy, simple, fast, and beautiful. Those of you already have shop, just try and make this and hang it in your shop. I lie. Make sure you put things inside though, to bring out the shape.